This small coin in your pocket could be hiding a shocking secret. A simple 1965 Washington quarter might look ordinary, but in rare cases it has sold for thousands of dollars, and rumors even claim values reaching up to $1.4 million. But is that real or just hype? Today, we are going to uncover the full truth about the 1965 Washington quarter, its history, real value, and how to check if you might be holding a hidden treasure. Let's begin. Back in 1965, something historic happened in the United States. For the first time in over 170 years, the government removed silver from everyday coins. This decision came because silver prices were rising fast, and people started hoarding coins. So the U.S. Mint changed the Washington quarter from 90% silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition. Gainesville coins +1. That means most 1965 quarters you find today are not silver at all. They are just regular coins made in massive numbers. In fact, over 1.8 billion of them were produced, making them extremely common. 1965 quartervalue.com, and here is the truth most people don't want to hear. A normal 1965 quarter in circulation is usually worth only 25 cents to $1, depending on condition. 1965 quartervalue.com. That's right. So if you have one in your pocket right now, it is probably just pocket change. But now comes the exciting part. There are rare exceptions, and these are what collectors are hunting for. The first and most valuable type is the famous silver error quarter, when the mint switched to new materials. Some leftover silver blanks from 1964 were accidentally used. That mistake created a very rare 1965 silver quarter. These coins look similar, but they are heavier and have no copper color on the edge. Instead of weighing 5.67 grams, like normal coins, they weigh about 6.25 grams. 1965 quartervalue.com, and the value. These rare silver error coins can sell for thousands of dollars. Some have sold for over $16,000, depending on condition. 1965 quartervalue.com +1. Now imagine finding that in your spare change. Next are high-grade coins. Condition matters a lot in coin collecting. A worn coin is almost worthless, but a perfect coin can be extremely valuable. A top condition 1965 quarter graded at MS67 or higher can reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some top-grade examples have reached up to $16,500. 1965 quartervalue.com. Then we have mint errors. These are coins with mistakes during production. Examples include doubled letters, off-center strikes, or unusual shapes. Some rare error coins have sold for hundreds, thousands, and in extreme cases, even tens of thousands of dollars. Collectionistademandas.com. One of the most dramatic errors, called double die, can show clear doubling in the words and date, and collectors love these kinds of coins. Now, let's talk about the big claim. Can a 1965 quarter really be worth $1.4 million? Here is the honest answer. There is no verified public sale of a 1965 quarter reaching anywhere near that amount. Most confirmed high-value sales range from a few $1,000s to tens of thousands, depending on rarity and condition. So if you see videos claiming million-dollar coins, be careful. Many of those claims are exaggerated just to get views, but that doesn't mean your coin is worthless. It just means you need to know what to look for. Here are 3 simple ways to check your 1965 quarter. First, check the edge. If you see a copper line, it is normal. If it looks completely silver, it could be rare. Second, weigh the coin. If it is heavier than normal, it might be silver. Third, look for unusual details like doubling or off-center design. If you think you have something special, never clean the coin. Cleaning can destroy its value instantly. Instead, get it checked by a professional grading service. And here is something interesting. Many collectors search through thousands of coins and never find a rare Oni's. One collector explained online, most coins people think are valuable are actually just normal pocket change. Reddit. So finding a rare one is possible, but very unlikely. Still, that is what makes coin collecting exciting, because treasure can be hiding anywhere. So next time you get change at a store, don't ignore it. Take a closer look, because that small 1965 quarter could either be just 25 cents or it could be a rare piece of history worth thousands. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and tell me in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin? Because you never know, the next big discovery might already be in your pocket. If you want, I can also make a viral title, thumbnail, text, and tags to help this video get more views. Title: the 1992 Washington quarter that could make you a millionaire overnight. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a simple quarter, and discovering that it could change your life forever. Not a lottery ticket, not an investment, just an ordinary coin that most people ignore every single day. This is the incredible story of the 1992 Washington quarter, a coin that has stunned collectors and shocked the world with rumors and verified sales reaching into the millions. The Washington quarter has been a part of American history since 1932. It carries the image of George Washington, a symbol of leadership and strength. For decades, billions of these coins have passed through countless hands, used for everyday purchases, forgotten in drawers, or dropped into vending machines. But among these ordinary coins, a few rare pieces stand out as hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Now let's talk about the year 1992. At first glance, nothing seems unusual. Millions of quarters were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, and they entered circulation like any other coin. But within this massive production, rare minting errors and special variations were created. These are the coins that collectors dream about. These are the coins that can turn a simple 25 cents into life-changing wealth. One of the most talked about possibilities is the 1992 Washington quarter with a rare mint error. These errors can include double dies where the design appears slightly duplicated, off-center strikes where the coin design is misaligned, or even missing clad layers which reveal unusual colors and textures. These mistakes were never meant to leave the mint, yet somehow a few slipped through into circulation. Now here is where the story becomes truly exciting. A few extremely rare examples of these error coins have been valued at astonishing prices. Some collectors claim that a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and uniqueness could push a 1992 Washington quarter to a market value of up to $7.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter potentially worth more than luxury mansions, sports cars, and entire businesses. But why would anyone pay that much for a coin? The answer lies in rarity and demand. In the world of coin collecting, also known as numismatics, the rarer the coin, the higher its value. When a coin has a unique error that is almost impossible to find, collectors compete fiercely to own it. Add in pristine condition, meaning the coin looks almost untouched, and the value skyrockets beyond imagination. Think about this for a moment. Right now, somewhere in the world, a 1992 Washington quarter could be sitting in a jar, lying in a cash register, or resting in someone's wallet without them realizing its true worth. That is what makes this story so powerful. Anyone could unknowingly hold a fortune in their hands. So how do you know if your quarter is special? Start by checking the year. Look closely at 1992, then examine the mint mark. You might see a small letter P or D near Washington's ponytail. Next, inspect the coin carefully. Look for doubling in the letters or numbers. Check if the design seems off-center. Notice if the color looks unusual or if parts of the coin appear missing or thinner than normal. Condition is everything. A coin that looks brand new with sharp details and no scratches is far more valuable than one that is worn out. If you believe you have something unusual, do not clean it. Cleaning can actually reduce its value. Instead, have it examined by a professional coin grading service. The idea of becoming a millionaire overnight may sound like a dream, but stories like this remind us that hidden opportunities exist in the most unexpected places. A simple coin, something people often overlook, can hold incredible value if it has the right characteristics. This is not just about money. It is about awareness, curiosity, and paying attention to the small things in life. The next time you receive change, do not ignore it. Take a closer look. That ordinary quarter could carry an extraordinary story. The 1992 Washington quarter has become a symbol of hidden wealth and possibility. Whether the exact value reaches millions or not, the excitement it brings to collectors and everyday people is undeniable. It inspires people to search, to learn, and to believe that something amazing could be just within reach. So check your pockets, open those old jars, and take a second look at your coins. Because who knows? The next Washington quarter you find might not just be worth 25 cents. It could be your ticket to a life you never imagined. Title: the 1998 Washington quarter that could make you a millionaire overnight. Picture this. You are standing at a shop counter, you receive your change, and among those coins is a simple Washington quarter dated 1998. You barely notice it. You slide it into your pocket without a second thought. But what if that ordinary coin is not ordinary at all? What if that single quarter could be worth $7.5 million and completely transform your life overnight? The Washington quarter is one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. Featuring the powerful profile of George Washington, it represents history, strength, and legacy. Since its introduction in 1932, billions of these coins have been produced and circulated across the country and beyond. They are used every day, ignored every day, and yet hidden among them are rare treasures that collectors are willing to pay fortunes for. Now, let us focus on the year 1998, a year that seems completely normal in the world of coins. Millions of quarters were minted and released into circulation through the Philadelphia and Denver mints. At first glance, nothing stands out. But beneath that ordinary surface lies the possibility of something extraordinary. In rare cases, coins from 1998 were struck with unusual minting errors. These errors are not just small imperfections. They are unique fingerprints that make a coin one of a kind. Some coins may show doubling in the letters or numbers, where the design appears slightly repeated. Others may have off-center strikes, where the image is shifted and not perfectly aligned. There are also rare cases where the outer layer of the coin is missing or flawed, creating a strange and eye-catching appearance. These rare variations are what collectors search for with passion and dedication. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is everything. When a coin is both rare and in excellent condition, its value can rise beyond imagination. And this is where the story becomes truly powerful. There are claims and reports within the collector community that an ultra-rare 1998 Washington quarter with a unique mint error and near-perfect condition could reach a market value of up to $7.5 million. Just think about that for a moment. A coin worth only 25 cents in everyday life could potentially be worth more than luxury homes, expensive cars, and years of hard-earned savings combined. This is what makes the story so exciting. The possibility that such a coin could still be in circulation today. It could be sitting unnoticed in a drawer, hidden in a jar of loose change, or even passing from one hand to another without anyone realizing its true value. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1998 Washington quarter? Start by examining the date carefully. Make sure it clearly reads 1998. Next, look for the mint mark near Washington's ponytail. You may find a small letter P for Philadelphia or D for Denver. Then comes the most important step. Inspect every detail of the coin. Look closely at the lettering. Do you see any signs of doubling? Check the edges and the alignment of the design. Does anything look unusual or off-center? Pay attention to the color and texture. If something seems different from a normal quarter, you could be holding something rare. Condition also plays a huge role. Coins that appear almost brand new with sharp details and minimal wear are far more valuable than those that are scratched or worn down. If you believe you have found something special, never clean the coin. Cleaning can damage its surface and reduce its value significantly. Instead, consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service. The idea of becoming rich overnight may sound like a fantasy, but stories like this keep that dream alive. They remind us that hidden treasures can exist in the most unexpected places. Something as small and simple as a coin can carry incredible value if it has the right combination of rarity, condition, and history. The 1998 Washington quarter is more than just currency. It is a symbol of possibility. It represents the idea that life-changing opportunities can be right in front of us, waiting to be discovered. So, the next time you receive change, pause for a moment. Take a closer look at every coin, because one small detail could make all the difference. That ordinary quarter might not be ordinary at all. It might just be the key to unlocking a future filled with wealth, excitement, and endless possibilities. Title: the 1967 Washington quarter that could make you a millionaire overnight. Imagine holding a simple coin in your hand, a coin you might have ignored 1,000 times before, and suddenly realizing it could be worth $7.8 million. Not a rare painting, not a gold bar, just a Washington quarter from 1967. It sounds unbelievable, but stories like this have captured the attention of collectors and dreamers all around the world. The Washington quarter is one of the most iconic coins in United States history. First introduced in 1932, it honors George Washington, a symbol of power, leadership, and legacy. Over the decades, billions of these quarters have been produced and released into circulation. They pass through countless hands every single day, used for small purchases and often forgotten without a second thought. Now, let's go back to the year 1967. This was a unique time in American coin history. During the mid-1960s, the United States Mint faced a coin shortage, and to deal with this crisis, special measures were taken. One of the most important changes was the removal of mint marks from coins produced between 1965 and 1967. That means a 1967 Washington quarter does not carry the usual P or D mark. This alone makes it an interesting piece for collectors, but the real excitement lies in the rare errors and unusual variations that occurred during this period. Because of the high demand and intense production pressure, mistakes were more likely to happen. Some 1967 quarters were struck with double dies, where the design appears duplicated in certain areas. Others were struck off-center, creating a dramatic and noticeable shift in the image. There are even cases of coins with missing clad layers, giving them a strange color and texture that instantly stands out. These minting errors turn an ordinary coin into a rare collectible. And when rarity meets excellent condition, the value can skyrocket beyond imagination. This is where the legend of the 1967 Washington quarter becomes truly powerful. There are claims within the coin collecting world that an extremely rare 1967 Washington quarter with a unique error and near-perfect condition could reach a value of up to $7.8 million. Just think about that. A coin that was once worth only 25 cents could now be worth more than luxury houses, expensive cars, and entire businesses combined. What makes this even more exciting is the possibility that such a coin could still be out there in circulation. It could be hidden in an old coin jar, sitting in a forgotten drawer, or even passing from one person to another without anyone realizing its true worth. This idea has inspired thousands of people to start checking their coins more carefully than ever before. So, how can you identify a valuable 1967 Washington quarter? First, check the date carefully. Make sure it clearly reads 1967. Remember, there will be no mint mark on this coin, which is normal for that year. Next, examine the coin in detail. Look closely at the lettering and numbers. Do you notice any doubling or unusual shapes? Check if the design appears off-center or misaligned. Observe the surface of the coin. Does it have an unusual color or missing layer? These signs could indicate a rare mint error. Condition is another key factor. Coins that look almost brand new, with sharp details and minimal wear, are far more valuable than worn-out coins. If you believe you have found something special, never clean it. Cleaning can damage the coin and reduce its value significantly. Instead, have it evaluated by a professional coin grading service. The idea of becoming rich overnight from a single coin is what makes this story so fascinating. It reminds us that hidden treasures can exist in the most ordinary places. Something as small as a quarter can carry a story, a history, and potentially a life-changing value. The 1967 Washington quarter is not just a piece of metal. It is a symbol of possibility. It represents the idea that opportunity can appear when you least expect it. It encourages curiosity, attention to detail, and the excitement of discovery. So the next time you receive change, do not ignore it. Take a closer look. Because that simple quarter in your hand might not be ordinary at all. It might be the moment your life changes forever, the moment you discover that you were holding a hidden fortune all along.